40% of the workforce, or 5 million Australian jobs, are at risk of being taken over by computers in the next 10 to 15 years. Climate change will bring significant challenges to our economy. When Malcolm Turnbull took over the leadership of the Liberal Party and the country last week, he articulated a positive vision for Australia, but stated our need to be agile and to take advantage of the opportunities this new century brings. Mr Shorten, what are the fundamental changes that you think will need to be made for us to take advantage of the opportunities that these changes are going to bring?
Thanks, Denise. 5 things I think we could do. Got to make sure our education system's working well. Got to make sure we have needs-based funding in our schools, that we get TAFE having its funding restored, that we have higher education properly funded, not this deregulation which the current government's been proposing. So education's one. I mentioned infrastructure earlier tonight, public transport. I think if we become a nation who can make generational decisions on our infrastructure, that makes our cities and our regions more livable. I also believe that we need to be a science-based nation. I said in my budget reply speech back in May that as a nation we should commit to 3% of our GDP being spent on science and research. Science, infrastructure, education. I also fundamentally believe in fairness. Let's talk about inequality. It doesn't always get the coverage it should. Australian statistics show that we're at the most unequal we've been in 75 years. And some of the ways we can deal with inequality, a proper healthcare system, a proper system which tackles discrimination against older people. And I think a 5th area that we can really make this country sing, just treat women equally. We'll start in Labor by 2025, half of our MPs, at least half, will be women. We want to see 50% of all government boards, the positions being at least women, and also we think it's long overdue to tackle domestic violence, which is if this nation does nothing else in the next 15 years but treats women equally, we're home. We've got a good future.
Okay.